The divine pattern set forth in 2 Thessalonians begins with the falling away first, followed by the revealing of the man of lawlessness. Here's how it reads: "Let no one in any way deceive you, for it will not come unless the apostasy comes first, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself above every so-called God or object of worship, so that he takes his seat in the temple of God, displaying himself as being God." Do you not remember that while I was still with you, I was telling you these things? And you know what restrains him now, so that in his time he will be revealed. For the mystery of lawlessness is already at work. Only he who now restrains will do so until he is taken out of the way. As we learned in part 1, the man of lawlessness speaks of the old man, the body of sin, our former conduct which grows corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. In a word, the old man is the essence of carnality that exists in all of us, no exceptions. This leads to the mindset on the flesh. Paul addresses the effects of this essence in Romans chapter 8, stating quite clearly that the mindset on the flesh is death, but the mindset on the spirit is life and peace. In 2 Thessalonians, Paul speaks of the man of lawlessness being restrained for a time, so that in his time he will be revealed. This was due to the fact that the mystery of lawlessness was already working in Paul's day. Since this essence is established in pride, it was simply a matter of time before it found its way into the body of Christ. The fifth prophecy aligns with the fifth trumpet, and both align with the revealing of the man of lawlessness. Regarding the fifth trumpet, here's what we read. "Then the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star from heaven which had fallen to the earth, and the key of the bottomless pit was given to him. He opened the bottomless pit, and smoke went up out of the pit, like the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the smoke of the pit." Here we see a star from heaven which had fallen to the earth, and to it was given the key of the bottomless pit. When did this star first fall? It fell in the third trumpet. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Who or what does this great star represent? We must go to the first chapter of Revelation and John's vision of the Son of Man for understanding. He had in his right hand 7 stars. Out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was like the sun shining in its strength. The mystery of the 7 stars which you saw in my right hand. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. It is here that we are introduced to the 7 stars, which are the angels of the 7 churches. Now, let's put aside the idea of winged beings for a moment and consider what these 7 stars represent. The answer is found in Isaiah chapter 11. "There shall come forth a rod from the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. His delight is in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge by the sight of his eyes, nor decide by the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness he shall judge the poor, and decide with equity for the meek of the earth. He shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall slay the wicked." 7 stars, 7 angels or spirits. What do we find in Isaiah? One Spirit of the Lord consisting of 7 spirits or attributes, which are wisdom, understanding, counsel, might, knowledge, and fear of the Lord, summed up in righteous judgment. One Spirit, sevenfold in essence. These are not angelic personages in the right hand of the Lord. Neither does Jesus speak to an angelic personage in each of the churches. Rather, all of this refers to the sevenfold aspects of the one Spirit of the Lord which resides over His people. We could, in fact, break down the seven spirits of God in this fashion. Why the separation of the first four from the last three? Because the first four define the foundation of the world, out of which flows the knowledge and fear of the Lord to mankind, summed up in His righteous judgment. We can bring these seven spirits to the golden lampstand in order to better illustrate the great star in the third trumpet. When we view the seven stars in this fashion, we find that the third branch of the lampstand denotes the spirit of knowledge. This would be the great star in the third trumpet. To emphasize, the great star that falls in the third trumpet refers to the spirit of knowledge. Why is this important to understand? Due to the following. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I also will reject you from being priest for me. Because you have forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children. For more about the seven spirits of God, see my video study, Lessons from the Lampstand, Part 2. In our next video, we will continue our look at the fifth trumpet.